Hey everybody, this is Mike McDonald. Today I'm going to show you how to add the Ultimate TinyMCE Visual Editor plugin. This one is to change your text size, text color, different things like that. Basic visual editor that's pretty advanced. Got a lot of tools you can use. I'm going to show you some basics on how to use it and how to install it in your site. So just follow along, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. So to install the Ultimate TinyMCE plugin, this is for Tracy's theme. I think the other ones are set up the same or pretty close to it, so we're just going to go with it. And since I don't have the other ones, I guess that really doesn't matter anyways. Now what we're going to do, we're going to hover over plugins first, come over here to this little pop-up screen, and we're going to click Add New. Now this will bring us to the plugin search page, where you can search by newest, popular, featured, title. You can type in description of what you want to do, and if it's tagged for that, then it'll pop up. Also the popular tags, so say you're looking for something for Twitter, and you look under Twitter, there's 1,165 plugins that are tagged for Twitter. And the tags are just like your post tags. You can put as many tags on each thing as you want, so people can find it. Say you want one, we'll just go with the Ultimate TinyMCE, which is a visual editor, so it's probably tagged as that. Well, it is tagged as that, I know, because I've installed it. It's probably tagged for font editing, post visualization or something. It could be 20 different tags or more. It's unlimited what they can do, but we're just going to go with visual editor because I know that's what it is. So the visual editors, there's 408 different visual editors, but we know the specific one, so we're just going to scroll down here until we find it. And there it is. Now, what you want to do when you're searching for plugins is you can look over here at the ratings. Now this one's based on 253 ratings, and it's almost at 5 stars, which is awesome. You don't want anything, 4 or 5 are good. 3, 2, 1, there's probably some kind of compatibility issues, or the people that installed it had problems with it, or it doesn't do what it's described as, whatever. This one is a good plugin. It's heavily used, and it's an awesome plugin, for changing the image of your site. So what we're going to do, we're going to click Install Now and click OK. So yes, we want to install it. It's simple, it's installed. The next step we have to do is we have to activate it so that it's in use. So we're going to click Activate there, and it'll take us back to the installed plugins screen in a second. But that quick, it's done. Now, a lot of plugins, you won't have to do anything. You won't have to change any settings or anything like that. This is not one of those. You're going to come back to the install plugin screen and look over here. You got settings. There's a support forum where if you have any questions about it or technical needs, something's not compatible, it's not functioning right, you want to know how to do a specific function, whatever. Great place to learn how to do it. Pretty much any question you might have has already been answered. Or if you ask a question in there, somebody will come back to you and let you know. You can also come over here. Pretty much all the plugins will have a plugin site link, so you can go find out more about the plugin and the different functions. And also most of them will ask for a donation if you find it useful, things like that. So if you feel like donating, donate. Some, like Ultimate TinyMCE, also has a pro version. So if you want to upgrade it and get more functions, you can do that. This, just to let you know these things, we're not going to screw around with it. I'm just going to go over here and show you the settings real quick because it's pretty important to set this up right. And you hit settings and come over here, and you got button group 1. There's another group. I've already had mine installed and selected before, so it's all set up. But when you first come into this, these should all be blank, and these will all be on row 1. So what you do, you go through each one and figure out, what sounds good to you, what you think you might use for your site. Font select, font size are pretty much a given because you'll be able to change the type of font as well as the size. If you have questions about what a button does, you don't know, just come over here to the little question mark and click it, and it'll be a little pop-up, so make sure your pop-up blocker is off. That basically tells you what the function is. The option enables the box first of all, that's what checking it does. And what it does is it adds it to your editor, and then when you're using it in a post, you click that button, the horizontal rule pop-up will come up, and you set up whatever you want to do. What this pop-up does is it sets a break, so it's useful, so you can create a little divider between topics, this little line here. So it's a pretty cool thing that you can use if you choose to. So I'll just go ahead and click it. And make sure these are on either row 3 or 4. Rows 1 and 2 are going to be filled with buttons from the PSMU site that Steve already has installed. That's the first 2 rows of icons that are already on your edit screen. So go ahead and check these as row 3 and 4 or you won't be able to read it. Trust me, I've screwed around with this thing a lot over the last couple years. It's unusable if you don't check this. So you're going to pick whichever ones you want and click the update buttons here. Okay, so then you scroll down a little further. Wow, there's more buttons. So you pick out the ones that you want to use, check them off here to enable them. Scroll down, click your update buttons. And there's a couple other things to look at. You probably won't have to do any of it, but you can if you know what you're doing and you want to do it. As you scroll down here, this is what it's going to look like when you go into your edit screen. Each button. Let's say I'm just going to type something in here. All right, so I just typed in, how do I install a plugin? Pretty basic, nothing big. Let's say you want to focus on the word install. So what you do, you highlight it. Oops. Highlight install. Let's say you want to make just that word larger. Go here, 20. Wow, that's pretty big. You've still got your functions from the original, but then you've got these extra functions. So you want to change the text color. Okay, here you got, this many to choose from. This is the original one. Now with the Ultimate TinyMCE text color editor, it'll pop up and you can change, wow, look at all these. You can get different shades of each color. So you just click which shade you want. Say, I want that word to be blue. Okay, that's a cool shade of blue. We'll go with that. Done. That simple. And it's the same, say you want to add a smiley face. Well, you click your little emotions here. And wow, look at all these emotions. Pop up. Hey, I'm cool. All right. So that's just the basic overview. Get in there, play with it. Just make sure you hit, the update, and pretty much all set. That's really about it for that plugin. And as always, I'm always around. So if you need any help, feel free to ask questions, or visit the plugin site and the support forum, because there's going to be a lot more information than I can give you, from people that have been doing this for a long time. So just have fun with it, and there's tons of plugins that you can use. So just one thing to remember when you're adding plugins, though, the more plugins you add, the slower your site's going to work. And it might be by milliseconds, but they add up. And that will hurt you in the search rankings and page ranks, things like that, because they want your site to just pop up quick. So don't just add plugins just to add them. If it's something you're really going to use, add it. If it's not, don't. Pretty basic. Other than that, take care and have a great day, great night, whatever it is at the time you're watching this. And I will talk to you all later. Take care.